Hey, welcome back to Lame Chop Builds. How's everyone doing today? Just a quick middle of the week update, you might say. I'm going to cover some progress on the Allison Matador for the 2025 NASCAR group build. Got a little bit done and kind of show what I had to work on and maybe some potential issues coming up. Let's get to it. All right, here we are with the Matador for the Allison NASCAR. We've got the rear panel put on and the front fascia, you might say, put on. The side windows are in. Not a lot of issue in the back. This fit pretty nice. Had to kind of spread it and lock it in. I did use some sprue goo on these seams to fill them in a little bit. I was looking at the box art and then what videos I could find on YouTube. There wasn't a big seam like the model kit shows. I doubt I'll do anything around the windows here. Clean up a little bit of flash on that one. That's where I put in. I glued them in with my thin glue from Tamiya, extra thin, to get them to hold good. Then I used some sprue goo in behind to make them hold better. Because you got to get them in place and hold them for a minute when you glue them. So I just didn't want them to fall out later. In the front, same, you got these in. This fits in between the fenders here. Glued them in, a little bit of super glue, a little bit of Tamiya glue. And I did the same thing with a little bit of sprue goo. Maybe you can see in the back here on each corner to try and get the hold. And this body is, I don't know, something's not bad with it. The other grill piece fits in a little loose on the edge. Like the fenders need to come in a little bit. But then with the hood, you get in, unless the hood's crooked, it's, a little bit of gap in there. So I may try and flatten the hood out somewhat. But looking, with it sitting flat, it seems pretty good. So I don't know if there's something else. But I think what I may do is run real thin styrene on the corner right here, and on this corner is a dab of it on the edges. But you can kind of see, actually looking at it now, that's not caught my eye. If you can see how, let's look on this edge here from the my microphone. My microphone fell. Sorry if that rattled your eardrums there. All right. I want to clip it to my shirt real quick since I'm going to be up here by the camera talking for a minute. All right, if we look here, it's a molding issue. Look right here, this edge here. It's about a width of that. Come to the other side, there is none. So this is offset just a little bit, so I'm going to have to add probably some styrene to this whole edge, and then sand it down on this side to maybe get it even. Or I may just have to sand this edge down to match. That may be what I may start that first, because it almost looks like you can go from here. It almost looks like this is. That's what we're going to try. We're going to try that first to see if that squares this up, because I think the body is good. Yeah. Because imagine if that was that much thinner, it would sit down there nicely. So yeah, that's what we're going to try. What am I dropping? The sanding stick. So that's going to be my next. This is the issue I thought I was going to have was, I just now noticed this looking at it, the difference in from side to side. So we will sand that down a little bit at a time, and we'll get it to where we need. And I think we'll be good to go on this. So far, this is looking pretty good. 1000 grit sandpaper all over. There's a little bit of roughness here. You see that'll primer and paint will cover that up. Wasn't too much mold lines to deal with. A little bit on each side, the back of the window. Then on the door, right here, I've got a little more work on that one to mess with. Or this side here. A little bit on each, but not much. And it may go away. It may hide itself in primer and paint later. I'm not want to take away from the body lines too much. But so far, it's going to be a fun little kit to work on. Now I got to like November 2nd, but I think I may get this one done pretty quick and do another one. I got a few more NASCAR cars to work on. I may try and get one of the newer Salvino's kits. I've never done one of them yet. So I may go that route. Find one at the swap meet or something here at the end of the month. A lot of holes to drill out for. And there is, with the fuel filler over here, I'm going to have to sand or cut it down some when it goes on the inside, because the body line in here keeps from sitting nice in that hole. And so we'll cut it down a little bit to where it fits better. But so far, this is going to be a fun little kit. Nice little shape to it. This comes with stuff where you make a street Matador out of it. As far as the tail panel goes, you know, that's like the covered head tail lights. Let me grab the other piece out of here. Yeah, you'd have to source interior parts, or if you're making like an SCCA type car, it'd probably work. Yeah, but it comes with another panel there for the back end, where you could use lights, where it looks more road legal. I think that's about all on this NASCAR group build update. With that, happy modeling. We'll see you next time.